Hello, my name is Carson Hogard. I'm currently in the ultrasound program here at LCC, and today I'll be talking about how ultrasound physics is key in optimizing ultrasound images. So, what is image optimization? Ultrasound image optimization is key in providing diagnostic images. Image optimization is when you, as an ultrasound tech, adjust various settings on your machine to enhance your image and create accurate visualizations. There are many aspects that go into proper image optimization. First, you must select the correct probe for the exam, which is the camera that takes the images. Then you may utilize all the buttons on your machine in order to edit your images. Most machines have the same settings, but with newer machines, you may have access to more enhanced options. It's kind of like a photographer editing an image to improve its quality, or like the settings you have on your phone. But we can do it in the moment while we're scanning our patient. Now, how does this relate to ultrasound physics? Well, there's kind of a lot to it, but let me just cover the basics. So first we start with our transducer. Each selection has a different frequency. The higher the frequency, the more superficial you will see, and the lower the frequency, the deeper you penetrate. You pick based off of what is scanned. If you want to scan a lump, you wouldn't want to choose a low frequency transducer because it's a more superficial structure and you would not be fully optimizing your images. Then we have the presets. When starting an exam, depending on what is scanned, there are many options that will automatically adjust your machine settings while still allowing you to adjust certain aspects of your images. You have things like abdomen or thyroid settings, and other options to further optimize your images like penetration mode that will adjust to deeper structures, or general, and resolution that adjusts to superficial structures. All of these presets will apply their own generalized settings to your image, but you may need to further adjust some things. This is just a good start to your exam. Then we have the depth, which is how far you need your transducer to scan into your patient, and the gain, which is the overall brightness of your image. And then we have these things called the TGC pods. Those are time gain compensation pods on the side of your machine that will adjust the brightness in specific aspects of your image by sending different signals through the tissue. There'll be around 8 knobs on the side of your machine in which you move right or left to adjust a certain part of the image. So say the overall gain is bright enough, but the middle of the image is too dark. You can slide the middle pod to the right to brighten just that specific portion of the image. And then we have the focus. This will show on the screen, where you can adjust your specific focal zone. The signals will adjust as you place your focus in different regions of the image. If you put your focus in the middle, the sound waves will transmit to the middle of the image and will continue to adjust as you move it up and down on your image. So say I'm covering the entire liver. It's a large organ, so I want it to cover the entire image. I put it at the bottom of the screen. But if I want to image just a cyst within the liver and say it's in the middle, I put it in the middle of the image so it sends the focus to that cyst. And there's many other things that are beyond the basics of the machines. The more advanced your machine, the more settings you will have access to. Some settings will include things like color mapping, which changes the color of the overall image to things like blue, red, purple, etc., and will emphasize the contrast between tissues, or another setting, like edge enhancement, that will sharpen your image by combining signals to emphasize brighter edges and higher contrasts, and many, many more things. I just won't get into them. With that being said, image optimization will continue to change the future of ultrasound. With each machine we have available, they come with more advanced technology. The more options we have and utilize, the more accurate our images become. We continue to enhance image quality the more advanced we get. Image optimization ultimately determines the efficiency of a diagnosis. And I can easily say that the future of image optimization is bright. Just like any other technology we continue to advance, it is evident in every machine I have used, even as an ultrasound student. Actually, LCC has a variety of machines in their scan lab, from much older machines, like the first image, to more modern options, like the second image. From the basics on some machines where you just adjust the gain and the depth, to now pre and post processing optimization options. I have used the older machine with the more simpler optimization settings, and they also create diagnostic images, but I've also used the more modern machines, and it's an easy difference in quality and performance. And like I mentioned previously, our world continues to advance in technology, so I have no doubt in the improvement and increase of settings and buttons to optimize ultrasound images for radiologists to read and diagnose. So, why did I choose this topic? Well, image optimization is extremely important for sonographers. You are the one providing the images, and you determine the quality of the images. You ultimately help aid in a patient's diagnosis. As we go through our clinicals, I learn more and more about image optimization and apply those aspects to my scans. As I enter the workforce, I know I will learn more about ultrasound machines and their abilities, and I know I will continue to apply the proper techniques to improve my images. It's so important in diagnosing a patient. I find it more and more satisfying to learn and explore the settings machines have to offer to then improve my work and to help my patients. So I talked about image optimization because it is like one of the most important aspects in ultrasound. Thank you for listening today.